everybody, and welcome to a Monday night City of Mist Waking for our next episode for the wonderful Effie. Say hi, Vary.
Hello.
Yes. We are continuing our little sort of side series exploring the origins of our characters. Last week, of course, we explored sort of how Mal died and became part of the Mist and sort of exploring her newfound journey as someone who was just only waking to the Mist.
Ooh, saucy.
This time, it's going to be a little different. Because,
Tell me how.
Because Effie has been awakened for some time.
She cuts about, you know.
Aye. Despite having, been a well-known figure and not wanting to advance her abilities too much, focusing more on, her quest for answers about her identity. Effie has been awakened for a while.
He knows a guy.
And it's a very particular guy you know in this instance, because Effie, as you stand here, hand in hand with Clark and Mal, and begrudgingly Cal as well, and you feel in this moment, you feel time slow. You practically hear the strain in Clark's muscles as he grabs the pendulum of history and stops its swing. And you hear something else. You hear the snapping sound of a string going taut. And you blink, and you can see yourself holding the hands of these people in this circle, and you can see the threads between yourself and them and how they connect to each other and further out and out and out into the world, this great web of connection that you have seen so many times before. And you feel a tugging, and you turn just a little bit. You see a thread going from your back, way back, into the dark. And it pulls. And you feel yourself falling through this moment of perfect crystalline stop. And as you fall, you remember. You remember waking up.
She doesn't like this memory.
Because the woman who wakes up face down on a cold, slightly damp stone floor in a dark room isn't Effie. Because she isn't anyone. She doesn't have a name. To her, she barely has a face. All she knows is that she is here. She can feel cold stone under her cheek. And darkness all around her. What did you do in this moment?
She kind of grimaces and lifts her head up, just doing a mental check of her body. Head's very sore, but hands can move my feet. Okay. She lifts, like she opens her eyes to see about the room, just in case.
As you sort of check through your eyes, nothing is broken, but you do have God's own headache. You're wearing a pair of trousers, fairly nondescript, a shirt, and a thin jacket. You open your eyes, and it takes a minute to adjust to the gloom, but you appear to be in a small stone room with a bunch of empty boxes scattered and half piled in the corners. And as you sort of look around a bit better, you see the outline of something climbing the wall. You see a staircase leading up.
She brings herself to like sit in a cross-legged position, just taking in the room. Okay, it's not cold, so I don't need this jacket. Where the fuck am I? Is there a window in the room?
No.
Okay, she goes to a wall and follows it to the staircase.
You follow the staircase, you follow it up, you find a door that is closed but not locked.
She just opens it up a creak and peeks through.
You see a darkened hallway that is clearly not in great shape. The wallpaper is peeling. There is some light coming in, some moonlight coming in through a window in another room, illuminating dust and just stains of various kinds across the floors.
She very groggily works her way down the corridor to peek out the window, see if she recognises scenery.
You look out the window. You see a city street with trash bags piled up at various points, a couple of flickering lampposts. You have no idea where you are. You don't recognize anything. You don't remember anything.
When did I? I should go home. Fuck, this headache's really hitting me. She pats herself down, looking for a wallet to see if she's got a driver's license or any form of ID.
You do, in fact, find a wallet, the bulge in the inside pocket of your jacket. But when you pull it out, you realize that it is completely empty, except for something folded where you would put the notes.
Fuck, my bank cards. What's this?
It's a photograph. You look at it, and it is a photograph of a woman smiling with her arm round a figure that is completely out of focus. It's very much the picture, not you.
Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
she's just like, who the fuck are these folk?
You look up as you put the folded photograph away, and you catch sight of something in a darkened window. You see a face. You see the face of the woman in the photograph. And then the frown you feel across your own face is mirrored by the face in the window.
Oh, I'm having a moment. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Do I have dementia, maybe? Eh, Phone. Phone for carer, maybe. That would be an idea. Great idea. Great. Well, this is concerning.
Uh,
Hmm.
if you turn over the photograph, you will see something else there.
So that's me. That's. Hmm.
If you look at the back of it as you fold it up, you see in small, fairly delicate handwriting, written on one corner, are the letters F-E.
Fuck it. Effie. What the fuck, Effie? So that's not going to work, and you need to put a record into the police or something. Okay, let's get out of this fucking place because dust motes are what make me want to sneeze. Right, where would people be? Where would be safe? Wait,
Nothing springs to mind.
let's just get out of here. Let's make up as you go along. That that seems like a reasonable idea. Walking the streets at night without any memories. She kind of just crouches down and like holds her pounding head. Uh, the fuck? She checks her clothes for like any business logos, like in case it's workwear.
No, nothing like that.
Even a name badge. Like, what the fuck?
You do recognize that the jacket and trousers you're wearing don't necessarily match. So it doesn't seem like you're wearing part of a suit or anything.
This doesn't even feel like. Okay, it doesn't feel like my dress sense, but okay, we can. Ugly shirt and pant, trouser things are not your style. That's one thing we know about you. That's progress. So, you look like you're an office worker. What would office workers do after going to the office? They would find a place to relax. Now, time. What time is it? She looks about trying to find like a clock or a VCR or a like a phone.
You look around the house. Clearly, the house you're in, has been abandoned for quite some time.
She just yells out, "Where the fuck am I? What the fuck is going on? Where? Blues Clues. Who, what, when, where, fucking why? Oh, my head." She kind of bounces in a ball on her heels. Right. Breathe. Think. Breathe and think. You're an office worker. You want to relax. Where would you relax? Who would you relax with? Do you know someone you would relax with? Let's get the fuck out of here. This isn't helping. And she, like, stands up with unfounded confidence and leaves the room, like, leaves the flat or the abandoned place.
You push your way out through the truly half a door. Like, this place is. You okay?
Yeah, the sign cut
Yeah.
out there for me. Back.
Yeah, you stagger to the front door, which has clearly been smashed in at some point, and sort of just push your way out onto the street. You pick a random direction and start walking.
I look about for like any landmarks that might tell me where I am, or signs, or like outdoor clocks to tell me what time it is.
You appear to be in a fairly rough neighborhood, and from what you can't really get a specific time, you can tell it's quite late at night, possibly the early hours of the morning, due to the lack of lights on in windows. And you become aware of something else. You realize you're not alone walking down this street. You haven't looked, but you can feel that there's somebody following you.
She purposely takes 4 rights in a block to make sure that they are following her.
They are.
When taking all those rights, did she spot a useful cudgel?
Yeah, you might have done. You might have spotted like a bit of broken wood sticking out of a pile of garbage or something.
Okay.
I will also say that since you're aware of this, and Effie is clearly demonstrating a lot of very instinctual sort of like threat assessment skills here, you would have looked and seen if you could catch your pursuer in a reflection. It's 2 fairly bulky guys. What do you do?
Does Effie have a smartphone on her?
No. The only thing in your pockets is that wallet.
Okay. She goes to like get the wallet and like she takes the picture out and tucks it in her shirt cuff. And she makes sure, like, does she spot anywhere that's got CCTV?
No.
Any shops round by?
None that are open.
That's fine. I don't need them to be open. I just need one to have a window.
Yeah, there's what looks like an old furniture shop.
That'll work. Okay.
There's a shutter over the door, but the window is is fully displayed.
Okay, she picks up like as she walks like a rock.
Yeah, there's like half a
she,
brick.
Like holds her. She holds like one of her sides as if she's got a stitch. So like she's using the rock to work through the pain. And she stops in front of that window, breathing heavily, completely freaked out. She turns to face the 2 guys.
As you do, you stand in front of that window and you look up and suddenly realize that you are very much not alone. there's a young woman standing next to you. Hi.
Hello.
You look lost.
In lots of different ways, little girl. But this is not a safe situation for you. There's two big guys there, and they're...
I know. She holds out a hand. Come on.
Okay. Effie, like, tentatively reaches out for the girl's hand.
You take the hand of the girl in the red dress, and for that split second, you are not on a city street. There are no shops, there are no buildings. Instead, you are in a dark forest. Great, imposing trees growing up around you. But there is a path. There are wildflowers not far off the path, but you can see a defined track. And then the image is gone.
Oh, my psychosis is kicking in. What the fuck?
Come on.
Was it shrooms? Maybe it was shrooms. Fuck.
I know somewhere safe.
Somewhere safe for my mental breakdown sounds exquisite. Question. Who are you?
You can call me Red.
Right. Red? I'm going to ask you a question that may seem very strange, but you seem to know your way around, so maybe you know your way around people. Who am I?
I don't know. You just look like somebody who's lost.
Oh, you're not around there.
Anyway, come on.
Where are we going?
We're going to see somebody who can probably look after you.
Lead on.
Okay? Follow me. And
Thank you.
She takes a step. And once again, you're on that path. In a dark and spooky forest. And she is leading you down this path. The city left behind.
Effie does look behind her, like, in case the two burly guys are coming.
No sign of them. You see further forest stretching out behind you. You notice the girl is humming a little tune as she walks.
Effie eyes the girl as if to say, so are you my psychosis? Like, am I disassociating, like, in her head? If I maybe broke down, that's why my head hurts. Oh, fuck, I could do with a drink.
And just as you say that, in your head or out loud, the path, from one step to the next, the path disappears. And suddenly you are greeted with sound and light as you are on a much busier and better kept street. You are... After you sort of blink, kind of blink away, and you're like, what the fuck? You see there are a couple of small knots of people, most of them smoking, standing outside a door out which spills light and music. And you see A sign over the door proclaims it to be the Hearthside Bar.
Okay, so this must have a 24 hours license. That's pretty good. Red?
Red is gone.
Red? Red?
Can I help you, love? You look over and there's a woman in a two-tone suit, standing, smoking. Did Red bring you here?
She's only like 10. What the fuck?
10. Maybe the way you saw her. Last time I saw her, she was 33.
Okay, you seem to be very accustomed to Red.
Mm-hmm.
What's her deal?
She's a very long story. But what she does, in a nutshell, is she likes to find people who are in places that they probably shouldn't be. Places that are going to be... that are not good for them. Not conducive to your good health. And she likes to bring them here.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about my health. I seem to be having a mental breakdown.
I'm Janice. I'm
Um,
quite good at mental breakdowns. I've had a few myself. Buck! And as she says that, a man sort of detaches himself from the doorway. And this guy is truly big. Like, he towers over you. He steps down and he's like, "Alright, what's going on? What's the score?"
Blush.
I think this one needs to see Morag. Hi, Deborah.
This one has a name.
I'm sorry, hen. What should I call you?
It escapes me at this minute. She pulls the photo out. F-E?
Effie?
Sure, let's go with that.
Hi, alright, Effie. Come inside, you might want to speak to the landlady. At the very least,
Okay.
there'll be a place that's warm and you can sit down.
Any painkillers?
The normal or the special kind? Buck! Sorry. Yes, I will be able to get you some paracetamol. Come with me.
Okay.
Fucking idiot.
Special kind. That'll be fun.
Janice goes back to her cigarette. Their cigarette. As Buck leads you inside. And says a couple of words to a completely identical man who is standing just inside the door.
Oh, you are having a mental breakdown. Okay.
What, you never seen twins before? That's my brother, Mark.
I don't remember if I have.
Oh, you are having a night, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am.
Aye, come on. He walks you into the fairly well-populated tap room.
What's in here?
And you know, there's glasses everywhere across all the tables. But there is a comforting smell in the air that you find it hard to put your finger on. And you notice that there is actually a live roaring fire in the in a fireplace up at the back of the room. And Standing behind the bar is a woman with the thickest arms you have probably seen in this or any other life.
She compares the arms to Buck.
Would you believe it? This landlady's arms are a bit thicker than Buck's. Buck is not a small guy.
She gets it. He bucks the trend.
Who needs a big bouncer and a wee bouncer? We've just got two bouncers the same size. They're both fucking massive.
Laws of average, baby.
Yeah. You see the woman? She whips the towel onto her shoulder and is like, "Right, folks, that's last orders."
Well, thank you, Buckley.
Buck. It's just Buck.
Okay. If it's last orders, I better figure something out.
No, hey. Come and sit down. Come with me. And he leads you.
Sure, like.
I'm sure. And he leads you over to the bar. Morag! One of your lost souls for you. And the woman just kind of turns to you and looks at you and goes, "You met Red then?"
Oh, she called me Offie Blue.
Oh, you're funny. I like that.
Thanks.
Right, here. You look like you've had a long night. Pulls out a glass, reaches up, and sort of scans along, selects a bottle, pours you a hefty measure, and slides it along the bar to you.
Okay.
That one's on me.
Thank you. Nice.
What does that taste like?
Lefroy with some Coke. You okay?
I've heard weirder, but alright, fair. Aye. You just stay there. You just stay there, get warm. Give us a minute. She goes back to sort of tending the bar. Buck is kind of hanging around just inside the room, just kind of smiling at people, saying goodbye as they leave. But you can see he's kind of keeping a very watchful eye on the crowd as they begin to filter out. Eventually, Morag's like, "Right! You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here!" And the crowd, majority of which, fucks off.
Effie's just mouthing the word home, trying to, like, imagine where that is for her. Drawing the blank.
Right then, Buck, if you can get, as soon as Mark's nabbed all the glassware that cunts have tried to take outside, you can come in and do the doors. And tell Janice to mop they fucking floors properly this time. Fuck's sake. Some people, they just don't get it. Right!
Should I?
No. You can stay as long as you like, Ken. What's your name?
Going by Effie at the minute, but I suppose you could say I'm drawing a blank on names. Drawing a blank on a lot, actually.
Alright. And, so, okay. You're drawing a blank on a lot. What do you remember?
Ah. You'd be better asking me questions. Maybe that might jog my memory.
Okay. What would you like to drink?
Hey. Um.
It's,
I,
th- it's 3 o'clock in the
hmm.
morning. There's a roaring fire. You don't have to deal with anybody else. First thing that comes into your head.
She kind of looks about the bar and's like, Prosecco?
Alright. Goes to a fridge, pulls out a wee bottle of Prosecco, pulls the cork with her thumb. Very, very delicately pours you a glass without spilling any. Just, right, there you
go. Okay, but...
Right then, Effie. Next question. Does you have anywhere to stay? Sorry, clearly that was some Prosecco. The connection's died.
Yeah, I thought that was more like just giving me a blank look as if to say, the fuck is going on?
No, that stopped with you with the glass up to your lips. It was just like, fuck me, it's a glass of Prosecco. Just drain the whole thing. Right. Does you have anywhere to stay?
I could go back to where I woke up, but I don't think that would be a good idea. I had a look through my wallet. I don't see any ID or addresses.
Okay.
So at the present moment, you could say I'm a bit lost in many aspects.
I've met some lost souls before, but you're currently taking the biscuit on Lost. Right. Next question, and this is a very important one. Do you want a place to stay?
Well, it's one of the 3 major things that humans look for: shelter, food, water.
You are in my house. You will be under my hospitality. Food, shelter, aqua vitae at least.
Council juice?
Aye. Council juice.
Okay.
Gets a big pint glass. Fills it from the tap. Drops the last couple of ice cubes out of the bucket. And it's like...
I have asked a lot of your or you have given me a lot of your hospitality so far, and I am very grateful, but might I inquire if you've got any painkillers? My head currently feels like it's got a mosh pit in it.
Painkillers. Aye, alright. She disappears into a room that, as you sort of crane your neck, realise it is a kitchen. You hear a bit of clattering, comes back. Aye, that'll probably be strong enough. About knocking you out.
She picks up and is it in a like a
it's in a little blister pack, but also you can see that it says ibuprofen 1000 milligrams.
Oh, this is a good shit. Okay, yeah.
Take two and you can walk off a stab wound.
Yeah, yep. Let's do that. Thank you so much, Morag. I appreciate it.
So, There is one final question I have to ask you.
Please. You've done a lot for me so far. All I can do is attempt.
She reaches a hand out towards the hearthfire, makes a grasping motion, brings it back towards her. She opens her hand, and you can see a flame dancing on her palm. What do you see?
I see psychosis. I am...
No, hen. What do you see?
I see Bernie hand. Bernie hand is... Yeah.
So I'm holding fire in my hand.
Look, I fully appreciate... I need to go in a psych hold, I think.
No, hen, you don't. Do you want a fag?
Do I smell any, like, smoke on me?
That's up to you. Does Effie smoke?
You know what? I don't know if I enjoy it, and I'll never know unless I try.
Aye,
Lay
fair.
it on me.
Pulls a cigarette out of the box, sticking out of her top pocket. Hands it to you. Proffers the flame.
When in room.
Aye.
Oh, Effie likes to smoke.
See? You're learning things about yourself already. Right.
I feel like a fucking teenager.
See, here's the
Not
thing.
that I remember.
Most people, when I do that little wee bit of showmanship,
Is that what we're calling it?
it's a bit flashy. Most people would see me holding a lighter. It's usually what I get. I've had some old bastards say I'm holding a lit match or something, but most people would see I was holding a light. I did have one cunt go off his nut because he thought I had a blowtorch. But you know, it affects people in different ways, you know. But you... Okay, she pushes your pint glass of water slightly closer to you and fishes an ashtray out from under the bar. You can see things that... You can see what's actually there.
So, how did you... Are you a Penn and Teller fan? Oh my god, I remember who Penn and Teller is. Okay, that's a sign of something right.
No, hen. I'm no a stage magician. I'm magic. More specifically, I'm Morag.
Listen, I don't want to know about your sex life. I just want to know what the fuck's going on here.
You are fucking funny.
Apparently so.
So, it doesn't seem like you know much about the world. Because you don't remember a lot of things. In a way, I think that might make things easier, but, you know, clearly you've got some sleeper hang-ups.
Why aren't I panicking?
Now, I tell you to sit down, but you're already part your arse. Magic is real. Okay. Do you remember Harry Potter?
Unfortunately, J.K. Rowling can go take a flying fuck to herself.
Aye, true. It's nothing like that. I have met some cunts waving wands and saying weird shit, but that's personal preference.
I hear you kink shame.
Not gonna lie, I have seen that and I'll tell you the fucking story one day, but now's not the time. You haven't seen weird until you've seen somebody cast a magic spell of frost with Hitachi. Like it's a whole fucking ball game. But anyway, people like us, me and my staff, and it looks like you are special, different.
I would definitely class myself as special, but not in the sense that
if it makes you feel better, Hen, you're no going mad.
That's to be defeated.
You might have been mad to start off with, but everything you're seeing is real and happening in front of you. It's, you know.
Is Janice's last name Ratchet, perchance?
No, it's McKinnon.
It's just this bad. Okay.
So you are one of us. You are a person with abilities. You, and where these abilities come from, is usually a story. For example, I embody the myths and legends. I can't be fucking bothered with this fucking... It's 3 in the fucking morning. I am the story of the goddess fucking Hestia. I'm your house, I'm your home, I'm your hearth, and I'm surprisingly good with pigs, alright? It's a fucking whole thing. Buck's a fucking golem, alright? Cunt's got skin like fucking bricks. And I've seen him lift the back end of a car. Stupid cunt, it was my car. Anyway, so you probably embody one of these fucking stories. Okay? There's somebody whose myth or legend or some fucking bullshit is you. And you will have some kind of weird ability. You haven't even shitting fire, have you?
I can't say I've tried.
Probably best not to try. Or if you are going to try, at least get some Indian food first. It'll seem natural. Right. It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and I've just worked a 10-hour shift. So I'm a little bit... Aye, Hen. Aye. Morag reaches up. Reaches under the bar, actually. Pulls out a bottle. Again. This time pops the cap off it. Oh, nobody does it like the Germans. Right. You've clearly had a long day, and I've got a bar to clean. There's beds with fresh sheets on them upstairs, and I bet you it'll be warm, and it'll be a damn sight more comfortable than sitting sleeping in the gutter.
Fair point, well executed.
Upstairs on the left. If you want to go and sleep rather than having to deal with all this fucking reality altering, mind blowing shite.
Fair point, well made. I'm clearly not in the mindset to take any of this stuff in. Again, Morag, thank you kindly for your hospitality. I am extremely grateful, and I hopefully will have some way to repay you in the future. Because right now, monetarily, I am bereft. So upstairs to the left?
Aye, upstairs on the left. There's like 6 beds in there, but nobody else is staying, so feel free to fucking nick pillows if you want.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. I will take this water and go. Thank you.
I'll see you in the morning, Hen. I'll have breakfast.
She puts her head down and moves straight to where she needs to go.
I'll see you in the morning, Hen. I'll have breakfast ready. Right. Do any of you cunts know where the fucking mop is?
Effie leaves promptly.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 in the morning.
And Morag has been the only person behind that bar. Because, fun little lore note. While most other people have seen Wee Bobby behind the bar previously, he is a fairly recent hire. This is before then. He's out there. He just doesn't work here. Probably because I think at this point he's underage.
Probably.
Yeah.
Effie at this present moment is taking all the pillows and creating like a comfort fort and cuddling one of the pillows up to her knees.
And what does Effie think as she rather fitfully gets to sleep? Because Morag was right. This place is warm and the bed is very comfortable.
Effie's internally screaming and then yawning during that internal scream and then going, actually, this is quite comfy, not gonna lie. Okay, bedtime.
Effie, you drift off. You dream of a woman in red leading you down a forest path. You dream of dark corridors and the scratching of spiders in the dark. And you dream of a blurred face, seen only in a photograph, but never any clearer. You wake up in your little pillow fort.
She kind of like peeks out to the between the sheets.
There is nobody there, but you can smell breakfast coming from down below.
She closes the fort and kind of retreats back in, going, I know it feels safe in here. Water. Some water. She's just recollecting the events of the last night, going, okay, I remember what happened last night. That's a good thing. I should record what happened. Can you imagine if someone got tattoos? If what happened? That would be so fucking stupid. Pen and paper. Can I read and write? She kind of peeks out the fort to see if there's anything she could attempt to read.
You remember being able to read the signs on the furniture shop and above the bar.
Okay. Let's see if I'm fully literate.
You can scrap if you're looking there's a couple of bedside tables like next to the things, and you can in one of them you'll find like a legal pad or something, and there's probably a biro somewhere.
She picks them up and puts them in the pocket. She looks for a bathroom.
The bathroom, you'd have to go downstairs and use the pubs.
Right, okay. Because she's feeling manky. She needs, like, from where she woke up, she needs a wash. So she tentatively, like, goes downstairs, tries to peek round before being spotted.
You can hear sort of some clattering from kind of the main room and maybe the kitchen, and again that smell of breakfast cooking. You can also see the front door, which opens, and one of the two big bouncers, you can't tell them apart just yet, stumbles in, his hands full of shopping bags. Morag! I've done the shopping! Alright, good. You want a bacon roll?
Effie retreats back upstairs.
The bouncer, fully not seeing you, heads into the tap room with his with the shopping bags. And starts complaining about the weather.
There we go.
Yeah, he doesn't see you. He just fully just doesn't notice you. Goes into the tap room, starts complaining about the weather.
Effie eyes the room looking for like WC or like bathroom or something along those lines.
There is a sign that says toilets and points downstairs.
She tries to slip downstairs unnoticed.
Yeah, the building is very quiet at the moment, apart from those sounds you can hear from the tap room. You think this is before opening time.
Cool. She goes into the toilets and locks the door behind her and just kinda
You find
unbutton.
Yeah, you find sinks, a couple of stalls, and a door that says staff only.
Ding. There we go. You're back.
Yeah, you find a couple of stalls, some sinks, a couple of mirrors, and a door that says staff only.
Peeks into the staff only to see if there's like a face cloth or a towel.
You peek into the staff only and you realise it's actually another bathroom. It's a lot smaller, but there is a toilet and a shower.
Oh. Is there towels and like wash there?
There's a couple of towels, and also many stacks of like massive multi-packs of toilet paper. It seems that this is part bathroom, part storeroom.
Better to ask for forgiveness and permission. She like goes into that room, locks it, and strips down to nothing.
There is a mirror if you want to examine yourself, for any scars or tattoos or anything.
Before she turns on the shower tap and gets the room really steamy. And then goes to the mirror and looks at it. And tries to write, "My name is Slim Shady?" ?
Yeah, okay. You don't think this is your name? You think this might be a reference? But you're not sure what the reference is.
Okay. So I can write. What the fuck have I written? Am I Slim Shady? What the fuck is a Slim Shady? Shower. Okay. Wash away all the shite. Right.
Hi. You have a shower. Do you come out when you're done?
She's in there for like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, I figure this is gonna be a long shower but also I don't really want to roleplay whether or not Effie sings in the shower.
She can't remember any songs, so you're fine. Like she tries to find like maybe a tune to go with Slim Shady, but it's just not happening.
Nah, nothing.
Who the fuck are Nickelback? What the fuck is a Nickelback? Is that a dime? I'm so confused. Wash the hair.
Aye, there's some very
whatever the fuck you are.
There's some like low grade supermarket own brand toiletries in the shower.
She's not fighting it. She's like, she comes out, grabs a towel, dries herself off, and gets redressed again, and like uses the towel to try and dry her hair as much as possible.
There is a knock at the door.
Hello?
Are you wanting a bacon roll? Because I'm about to put scones on.
Yes, please.
Hi, Nebora. And you hear footsteps walking away from the door.
Okay, these guys are way too okay with the current situation. I am being way too okay with the current situation. You have no fucking memory of who you are, where you come from. Who the fuck is Cotton Eye Joe? Oh. Is that a tampon reference? She like just sits in the toilet, like kind of clutching her forehead, and then grabs a towel before it falls, and then just keeps
It's
drying her hair
drying.
as if to try and
It's
shake
like,
out
please
the
dry the memories.
I should check the jukebox to see if these are like if I was trying to work out a tune, then clearly these are songs, and if these are songs, then I might be able to work it out from there. Okay. Okay, you're going to be fine. You're starting to use your common sense to piece things together. Now you just clearly need to get into antipsychotics to no, allegedly this is all real, but if this is all real, then okay, no, I know who Queen is. I know, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? Everyone fucking knows who Queen is. Or else, like...
Freddie Mercury transcends memory.
Can I drive? Because I know, like, when you drive, every CD transforms into a form of Queen album.
Anyway.
She's just having her own existential crisis.
Once Effie feels up to it, you can head upstairs.
She kind of sits down haggard at the bar.
You see that the bouncer, who you're not still not sure who it is standing behind the bar, sleeves rolled up, and is scrubbing a couple of things. Is like scrubbing the top of it. And then Morag comes back in, cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and a plate, and sort of 3 plates balanced in her hands, balanced on one arm. It's like, right, breakfast. It's probably clean now, Buck. You can put the fucking sponge down. Right, Effie. Buck.
Thank you.
You want brown sauce, ketchup? I've already buttered the roll because, you know, I'm not a fucking animal.
Clearly. Clearly you are Hestia.
Aye, sort of.
Okay, tell you what, can I have all the sauces, please?
All the sauces.
Yeah.
Aye, alright, let's fucking see where this goes. She starts pulling out everything. Like, there is brown sauce, barbecue, ketchup, chili sauce, sriracha, there's soy sauce. Like, she's fucking yanking everything out. Buck nabs the brown sauce immediately and just squidges it into his roll. Oh, fuck aye. Ow! Is your ma no feeding you? You know what my ma's like, you know? Aye, I fucking do.
Effie tries to make the mental reference that this one's called Buck and looks for, like, a telltale mark.
No, Mark's the other one.
She doesn't know that yet.
No, she does. That was mentioned last night.
Oh, yeah.
Briefly. Very briefly. Right then.
Effie like picks a roll off the plate, grabs like one of the napkins from the bar, and sets a roll on that. And she takes each sauce bottle and squidges a wee daub onto the plate.
Hey, alright.
She picks up her roll, dabs a little, bites. And then she moves the bottle to one side.
And just sort of continues this process, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, pick what it is. And it's just like, I've never seen anybody eating a bacon roll with sriracha before.
I've never known someone to know what sriracha is before.
Ah, you know what? That's fair.
Sorry, Morag, that's cheeky. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
You're alright, hen. Right. So, any memories shake loose?
Do you know what a Slim Shady is?
Do I know what? Aye, I'm Slim Shady. I'm the real Slim Shady. Fucking Buck, put the fucking song on. And he's like, alright. And he puts on the Eminem song.
What the fuck is that song I remember?
Moving swiftly on.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. If it wasn't for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd have been married a long time ago. Aye, it's another song. You hear it every fucking Kaylee these days.
What's a Kaylee?
Fucking somewhere between a dance and a mosh pit and a fight.
That sounds quite fun.
Aye.
Right. Okay.
Because a Buck's not allowed to do them anymore. It was one time. You threw somebody through a fucking window, Buck, in the middle of Strip the Willow.
Effie just kind of.
And it was my window.
To the window. To the wall.
No, thankfully it was just the window. It was a soft landing. Oh, aye, right, okay. Buck, you want to just keep being the DJ? Aye, fair.
Why is that another song I remember?
You appear to have a bit of an eclectic music taste.
Apparently.
See if you, I play some Simon and Garfunkel, see if any of that comes out. And he puts Scarborough Fair on.
Silent.
Oh fuck, I haven't turned fuck, I haven't turned the volume up. So
It sounds pretty silent in here right now.
Morag stubs out her cigarette. How do you remember the conversation you and I had last night?
Yes.
About things being real?
Very vividly.
Cool. Do you want another demonstration, or do you want to just accept it?
Another demonstration would be delightful, because I still think this is a form of psychosis, and...
Buck, do you mind? Alright. Buck comes round to your side of the bar and goes, hold on tight, alright? Grabs the underside of your chair and lifts.
This proves not that neither of these strong.
Alright then. He puts you down gently. Sounds like, Morag! Bottle me! Oh, for fuck's sake. You're cleaning up this time. Reaches into a bucket under the bar, pulls out an empty bottle, and with unerring accuracy, fucking throws it. Spins through the air, and you see Buck smiling, and it hits him full in the face and shatters.
What the fuck is going on? What the hell?
Look at his face.
Okay, your point is well made.
Aye, it's not like I can make the cunt any uglier.
Not that bad.
Morag! Aye, well, you can see the brother got the looks. Morag! Aye, get the fucking broom, you daft cunt. She's lit another cigarette while you were ducked.
Effie, like, as she's
Bugs kind
got
of
down,
droops.
like, checks the glass on the floor to make sure it's not, like, sugar glass.
It's sharp. Aye, that wasn't clever, was it?
Either was throwing a bottle big. He is, though.
You want a plaster for that?
No, it's fine.
Alright, cool. Broom, boy! Bugs just kind of like hunches over and goes and gets a broom, like a brush in a dustpan. He's just like sweeps up the bits of bottle. Right then. So, Buck and I, of course, have very, very different abilities.
Evidently so.
He and his brother have extremely tough ceramic-like skin. And consequently, as part of that, both of them are strong enough to lift a big fat bastard in either hand and punt them out the pub. That's why I keep them as bouncers.
Not that heavy.
Aye, that's why he could. That's why he was doing it with one finger.
Opa.
On the other hand, I have very different abilities. Have you been comfortable in this place? Was the bed warm?
I would say it was one of the better sleeps I've had I memory of other.
This place is home.
Is it?
It's everybody's home. That's my ability. That's my power. Is that this place becomes home to everybody.
I'm going to apologise to you, Murag. I don't feel at home here. I feel at ease, but how do I say this without being rude? I feel like I'm at my best friend's house.
I'll take that. See, it's interesting. That is interesting. I'm curious. Well, we could look at that one another way. But the point I'm making is, we've all got different powers. I think you should find out what yours is.
I fully appreciate your assistance, hospitality, scran in this situation, but I don't feel that je ne sais quoi, if you will. I'm missing. She pulls out the photograph and shows it to Mora, going, "This person next to this person next to me might be missing me. I don't know, but I am missing from somewhere, and that's my home."
Can you think of anybody that you can call? And Effie.
She just keeps eyeing the photo as if to try and force herself to remember.
Do you know anybody? And Effie, something just goes click. or more precisely, thwip, in your mind. You do know somebody.
Yeah.
And you know where they are.
Yeah. I do know someone, I think. Memory just surfaced.
It doesn't feel like a memory. It's knowledge.
Yeah, I do know someone. I I need to go. Would it be okay if I imposed upon you again tonight? Just until I get my
Absolutely.
fate. Is there something I can do to repay the kindness?
I could teach you how to mop a floor.
Deal.
Aye.
That seems fair. Right, you know, I can you write down the address of this place for me, please? So I don't lose that
Aye.
in case.
Aye, sure. Pulls out a pen. Napkin. Folds up. Hands it to you.
Takes it, folds it into her wallet and tucks it back in.
If you want, I can get Buck to give you a lift.
That would be good. I don't know my way about the city, but I know where I need to go.
Interesting. That's a new one.
Eh?
Hey, if it's something, it's anything, alright? Buck! Aye, boss. She pulls out a set of car keys.
Crimson.
Pulls out a set of car keys. Don't fucking scratch it, man. Come on. Tosses in the car keys. Right. Where are we going? You're giving our guest here a lift to
142 Branchwood Drive.
142 Branchwood Drive. Right then, Black Hack, get on it. Aye, very fucking funny. Right. You want to go for a ride?
Yeah, sure.
You head
Bread.
off. Yep. You head off. Buck takes you to an old sort of estate car that has clearly seen some better days and a few non-careful owners. The back of which is filled with various bits of debris from like some just miscellaneous boxes and you can see there's the remains of a broken chair in there. Aye, this is Morag's car. She keeps, usually what happens is there'll be something that needs to moved or fixed or something, and then she'll forget to actually take it to the guy to fix it or move it. So it just sort of lives in the back of the car.
Imagine someone being forgetful. That's terrible.
Aye. So,
Yeah.
Buck is not a skilled driver. as you notice, as you
She's
sort of,
kind of clutching like the handle of the door tightly.
yeah. But he gets you to the address, and you open it out, and you realize that it's a bed and breakfast.
Okay. Uh, thank you for the lift, Buck. I'll take it from here.
Tell you what, right, he goes into his coat. He pulls out an old kind of brick phone. The number for the pub's in there if you want to call us and tell us what's going on.
No, I can't take a phone off someone. That's too much.
This is not my only phone.
How many phones have you got?
Aye, one of the joys of being a bit of a solid target is they break quite often, so I tend to keep spares.
Well, thank you. But
Exactly, my credit's fucking shite, so I can't get on a payment plan for a proper one.
what's this as your background?
Pottery.
Lottery?
Pottery.
Oh.
I'll explain who Patrick Swayze is later, right? I'll see you later, okay? I've got things to do. Give us a call if you're wanting anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Aye.
She kind of pockets the Nokia 3310.
Good luck. Peels out. Leaving you in front of the bed and breakfast. With nothing but the name you're looking for. You have a name and you have a face. The face is of an older woman. With a blue rinse in her hair. And the name is Ethel.
Okay, so why have you popped into my mind? And why did I know what you say when I can't even remember my... Breathe? Effie? Fuck, what sort of name is Effie? Okay. You're in 2-day-old clothes and you're about to find your destiny. Apparently and allegedly. Bzz. She hits the doorbell.
An old woman, not the same old woman that you're looking for, answers and goes, "Good morning. How can I help you?"
Hi, I'm looking for Ethel?
I don't know anybody by that name, but you can come in and check the book, see if there's anybody staying tonight.
Sure. Okay.
Do come in.
Try.
Wipe your feet.
Yeah, sure.
One kind of shuffles off in her, and you realise she's wearing carpet slippers. And has that sort of slightly greyish skin of somebody who either doesn't get out much or has recently died.
She kind of eyes the carpet and notices it's the plastic covered carpet.
Yeah, this is
nasty.
exactly.
She takes her shoes off at the door as like respect, and then proceeds to follow the decaying sea.
Well, the guests are just having breakfast.
Right. Okay.
I shall have a look and see. I shall have a look in the book and see if I can find anyone. But for now, you can make yourself comfortable in there.
Right. Thank you kindly. I, I'll just be in that
Breakfast
corner.
is for guests only, I might add. She gives you a very, very sharp look.
Right. Okay.
It's rare for somebody to have a look that says, "Don't you touch those fucking scrambled eggs or I will hit you with a car."
Effie like watches the person like walk away and then walks over to the buffet, picks a hash brown up as if to say "fuck you" and eats it.
As you are crunching away at the overdone hash brown,
Ah.
your
Oh.
eye tracks to one of the tables and you see her. Old woman with a blue rinse in her hair and a glint in her eye, sitting and listening to an old man with silvery hair sitting across the table, talking animatedly.
Effie like crunches on the remains of the hash brown, trying to like get some of it out her teeth with her tongue, and looks across to the woman as if to just go, "Okay, memory, activate."
Nothing. You know who this. You know this woman's face. You know her name. That's all you got. And the sense that she can help.
Effie doesn't want to push her luck. Like clearly, she's in the middle of a conversation. She looks at Gent, and clearly he's very engaged. And then she looks at Ethel. Is she engaged in the conversation?
Ethel is. She is clearly listening to this guy. But you catch a look in her eye that is very different from somebody who is. You understand the idea of listening to somebody talking about something that they're interested in and being enthused for that. That's not what you're looking at. What you are looking at is a woman with a gleam of intelligence in her eye that very clearly surpasses her partner.
Effie like finally gets that bit of hash brown out her tooth and like kind of looks at Ethel and like has a sly smirk and goes, "Right, right." Oh my god, I can't. She strides up to Ethel, going, "Oh my god, Ethel!"
You see she goes rigid. And the man just kind of, what?
I so sorry. I didn't
Annabelle,
want to.
what is this woman talking about? I'm sorry, I think you might have the wrong person, love.
I apologize. I thought you were someone that could.
Wait a second. Oh, yeah. You're Margaret's wee girl.
Yeah.
Come to the buffet. Come to the buffet. Let's have a natter.
Sure, it's so good to see you again.
Yeah, come on. Sorry, love. We'll just be a minute.
Don't worry, I'll have her back in one piece just for you.
The old man smiles. Ethel kind of hustles over to the buffet. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I have no idea. I was hoping you could tell me. She pulls out the photo and goes, like, "Can you tell me who the person in this photograph is?"
I don't fucking know. How the fuck do you know who I am?
I don't fucking know either.
You don't. Look, I am running a very, very successful con here. I don't need you sticking your fucking nose in.
You're running a con.
Maybe.
That sounds like fun.
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you mean coming up to me using my real fucking name?
Sorry. I don't. Look, sorry, Annabelle. Um, I have had a interesting couple of day and a halves. Um, and I'm going to ask you a cheeky question. Do you want help with your con?
She looks at you. I don't know who you are. But I do have a little two-person griff that I don't exactly have a partner for. But I think I've got lined up for tonight.
Effie.
Ethel. Pleasure to meet you, dearie.
It's so good to meet you after all this time.
Right. I'll go shake the coffin rattler. Meet me back. Right. Meet me this address tonight. 6:30 sharp.
She looks at... What time?
6:30 p.m.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can do that.
I've got a good feeling about you, kid. I don't know why.
Effie kind of squeezed her shoulder going, well, you feel pretty solid yourself, so I'll see you at 6:30.
Because we're a little short on time, we're actually just going to accelerate forward to that rather than going back to the hard side. You meet Ethel. She is sitting in a car opposite a restaurant. And she is wearing quite a nice dress. Alright then. Effie. Glad you showed up.
Oh, it's not every day you meet someone as engaging, I suppose.
Right, you're going to need this. You're going to need these. She rummages in a handbag and pulls out a business card and a jeweler's eyeglass.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to be running a violin game.
Pulling the strings?
No. What's going to happen is I'm going to go in there. I'm going to have a lovely dinner. And then, when it comes time for the bill to come round, I'll have sent the gentleman I'm with already away, and I'm going to leave a diamond ring as sort of collateral while I go and get him to pay for the meal. You, at that point, when I'm gone, are going to come in, you're going to see the diamond ring, you're going to say, excuse me, I happen to be a great jewellery expert, and I would like to do you mind if I examine this ring? And you're going to say it is worth £30,000. Alright?
Okay, I can work with that. Yep, sure. She checks like the details in the business card to make sure she gets her name right in the details.
You leave the business card with the waiter that I leave the diamond ring with. That's all you need to do.
To show that I am a professional, and if they need to get in touch, then they can do.
They need that number, because that instills trust. Now, what'll happen is, I'll come back. They, if they're a sneaky bastard, which I think they might be, will probably offer to buy the ring off me for less than that price, for quite a bit less than that price. I'll argue, I'll finagle it. I'm very good at that. And then I paid £3 for the ring. And then you and I will meet up 9 o'clock. And we'll split whatever money he gives me to pay for the ring. It's fucking. She holds up the ring in question. It's fucking glass.
I don't need to know that.
Right.
All right, let's do this. Okay.
Oh, and she takes a surprisingly steely grip on your arm. If you fuck me over, I will bury you at the bottom of the fucking river.
Effie in her head just thinks, is this what love feels like?
You're right, dearie.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
When you see the man from this morning walk out, that's when you come in.
Aye.
And then you see me walk out after, that's when you come in.
Okay.
Alright?
It, she looks like for something to read. Like just cover
Oh,
her face from.
here you go. Pulls out a paperback book. Do you read
50
crime?
Shades of Grey.
Oh, wrong one.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
It's Quite Ugly One Morning by Christopher Rookmeyer.
The man woke up to appear to have a. Okay. Okay. I can work with this.
Nice. Don't be late. How do I look?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Sorry.
How do I look?
Um. You look like 30 grand's worth.
Right answer. Ethel leaves. Time passes. You see the man come out. And then maybe 10 minutes later, you see Ethel come out. She pays no
Okay, Effie
attention
goes
to you.
in.
You go in. You immediately clock the waiter that she's talking about because he's standing there holding the ring, just kind of like,
Excuse me, sir. Can I?
I can't help you.
Sorry. I don't mean to impose upon you, but might I have a look at that ring?
I don't see why not.
Sorry, allow me to introduce myself. She pulls out the business card. You could say this was my oeuvre, if you will. That looks like a very interesting piece of jewellery you have there.
Some woman just left it to as collateral for her bill.
Might I have a look at that ring? It looks like a very interesting cut of gem there.
He hands you the ring.
Thank you. Like Effie examines it, holds it up to the light,
Eyeglass.
and then she goes. Clearly, I am not doing it any justice. She pulls out like the jeweler's loop and
Yep.
like inspects it. Goes. Quite the tip you have been given. I. No. No, I couldn't possibly. Tell you what, how much was this held for collateral of?
The bill came to. Checks the receipt. £267.
I would love to exchange, like, the money I have for this ring. Like, clearly, this woman was in wealth. Cash was not an option for her.
She said that. The ring was a family heirloom.
Clearly. Do you not? I apologize. This type of gem and metal of great rarity within this country. It comes to quite the value, but obviously I wouldn't want to bore you. Let me pay for this.
How much would you say it was worth?
It was worth the cost of this meal. Clearly. Allow me to pay for that meal, and I will take this ring off your hands with interest, clearly, for a tip for your excellent hospitality.
Pardon, madame, but how much would you say is this ring is worth as a expert?
Oh, if I was, this is between you and me. Do not tell your manager now. But if I was to put an estimate, it would be in the low park of 30.
£30 for a paying off food.
Oh no. 30,000. But
You can see the gleam of avarice in his eyes.
please allow me to pay for this meal with a generous tip, as I'm sure you could imagine, and I will ensure this gets to someone who can properly evaluate this.
I must be quite frank with you, madame. This was held in collateral as payment for someone else's bill until the customer.
I will fully pay for this, sir.
Until
let me
I cannot.
rest you assured.
I cannot hand it over without the customer. My apologies.
No, you. I apologize. I was clearly overstepping my mark. Could I just collect the meal that I ordered over the phone?
Of course, you may speak to Francois about that. He indicates somewhere off the bag.
She goes over, picks up the first bag, and then walks off with a free meal.
Effie, Ethel passes you on the way back in and just. As you are heading out into the night, you had agreed to meet Ethel a couple of streets away, so you circle back round the back of the building to avoid detection.
Effie looks for the fork and opens it up and starts eating the pasta. Oh my god, this is fucking good.
As you are leaving, you knock into somebody, shoulder clog.
Excuse you?
Sorry.
Are you okay?
The man turns and runs.
She follows and runs right after him.
He is. Despite the fact that this man appears to be... He's dressed roughly like a janitor and is bristling with grey moustaches. He is legging it.
Effie reaches into her pocket, pulls out the 3310, and aims to clock him in the head with it with a decent throw.
Okay. You know what? Roll to kick some ass. Give me a roll. Roll to kick some ass. Sorry, that's Monster of the Week. This is roll to go toe to toe.
2d6.
2d6.
Okay, let's. Oh, nice God! Give me some answers for Effie. That's a 5. That's a 2.
That's a 7. That's a mixed success. So you bean him in the back of the skull with this phone, but he stumbles and keeps going. He goes round a corner and you lose sight of him for a moment.
She bolts after, scooping up the phone.
You come round the corner and you see you are now round the back of the restaurant and there are 3 guys in tracksuits and 1 guy in a suit who are looking they're not looking at you, they're looking in the direction. It's like, did you see that fucking fox? And you go cannoning into one of the tracksuit guys. Fuck! Get the fuck off me!
So, Effie clocks the guys and it's like, no, danger.
Yeah, you see the guy in the suit snapping a briefcase shut.
I'm so sorry, guys.
All hell breaks loose as as you hear, Mildred PD, put your hands up! As 15 police officers come running out of the shadows, and one of the guys, one of the tracksuit guys steps out, steps back, pulls out a badge, and is training a weapon on the others. Son of a bitch. All of you are under arrest. Please don't try to run. Hands. Handcuffs. You're next, chum.
What did I do?
We're going to cut a little bit further on, because again, we are very short of time.
Sure.
You are sitting in an interrogation room. The handcuffs have been removed. You are no longer manacled, but you are sitting in this room. You have been sitting here for about 15 minutes. Door opens. Big man walks in. Puts a steaming polystyrene cup in front of you. And takes a sip from his own, closing the door. Right, good evening, miss. My name's Detective Sergeant McLean.
And could you explain why I'm here, Sergeant McLean?
You went charging head first into a drugs bust that I have been working on for the past 5 months.
Ah! Shit,
You went head first into the middle of a sting operation.
Yeah, that's bad.
Just want to know what you were doing there.
I was chasing after a gentleman who took my 3310 Nokia, but I managed to get that back. But obviously I was still trying to apprehend the guy, but I clearly stumbled into something that I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Now, he sort of takes the folder from under his arm, opens it, spreads 3 photographs out in front of you. Do you know any of these men?
Effie already knows the answer, but she looks at the photos.
You recognize them as... You recognize their faces as the guys who were arrested with you. With the exception of the one with the badge.
Tracksuit 1. Tracksuit 2. Guy with briefcase.
Have you ever had...
That one I ran into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any interaction with these men?
Nope. None whatsoever. Yeah.
Try the coffee. It's bad, but it's better than nothing.
When in Rome, she takes a sip and cringes that it's so bitter.
Yeah. Can't get a decent coffee machine in a police station for love nor money. Sorry about that. Well, paint me a picture. Tell me what you were doing behind that restaurant.
I was waiting on a lift from my friend Buck. And then the guy took the phone out my hand after I phoned, and obviously I am not a safe-thinking woman, evidently, as I decide to chase a man down a dark alleyway, trying to get the one bit of property I have back.
You make it sound like you didn't exactly
Fucking
know what
idiot.
you make it sound like you didn't exactly know what you were doing.
I'm still trying to figure myself out, shall we say.
Aren't we all?
Do you have the time at all?
It is 5 minutes past 10.
Cool. No, thank you for that.
You got somewhere to be.
No, obviously I was trying to phone my friend for a lift. He'll be wondering where the hell I am. But I'll deal with that later.
Are you sure you don't know anything about any of these three men? And as you look at the photographs again, you can sort of feel a thought, knowledge. Just it's not in your hand, you're not looking at it. It's kind of like it's on a high shelf. Like if you just reach for it, you can grab it.
McLean, wasn't it?
Yeah. Alright. You gave your name as Effie, but you didn't give any of my surname.
I don't get surnames in my culture. It's strange. If I have a feeling about these guys, but before I assist you, can I submit something to you?
Anything you can tell us? So
I would like to put in a missing persons report.
okay. Who's missing?
She looks at the photographs and she mentally reaches up for one of the guy's informations.
You pull down the information of one of the tracksuit guys, and you know he is a small-time drug dealer who has been operating in the area around that restaurant.
This guy, actually, if you release him remand, I think I saw him at other restaurants in the area. If you scope out those restaurants, I'm sure you'll get the information that you're after. Yeah, yeah.
That's an interesting assertion.
Right.
Useful information, thank you.
Yeah.
Aye. I'll try to follow that up. Look, you're not under arrest. Okay? You're not being charged with anything. It seems to me that you blundered into the wrong place at the wrong time. You did still upset months of police work. And I've been awake and half staking that place out for the last 26 hours. So
Effie moves her styrofoam cup of coffee towards him and says to say, "You need this more than I do."
You notice he's already finished his own. Aye. Thank you. Takes it. So you're free. You are free to go.
Thank you.
If you want to file your missing persons report, talk to the sergeant at the front desk.
Yes.
But I will keep an eye on it personally.
It's It's an unusual request. Can I please file this with you because I assure you I am not trying to waste anyone's time here. I would be in your debt.
He considers you for a moment. You seem to me like somebody who knows things. And I'd be damn sure that you know more than you're telling me, but let's play ball here. I help you file this missing persons report. I put myself personally on the case. You tell me what you know.
I don't know the person's name, but they're. If you could put out a missing persons report for myself without the name that I'm using, and if anyone does reach out, if you could let me know.
You're reporting yourself missing.
We're all lost at sea. I'm just reaching for a life saver.
He reaches forward and he presses a button on the tape recorder on the table. Alright. Off the record. What's the score here? You're filing a missing persons against yourself. Are you okay? Are you sheltering from something? Look, I'm just saying, if you are in witness protection, you need to tell me right now.
I don't think I am. I am currently in a safe location. I am being looked after people who are being considerate to my current state of affairs. However, I am trying to find my family. The only lead that I have is this photo with two initials on the back of it, and that's it.
So you're sort of sending up a signal flare so that they can try and find you. Okay. I will give you a description to the guys with the posters. I'll get this up. But you need to tell me anything you know about these three men. Now, I'm gonna press record on this again. Okay. Anything you know could be helpful.
In Effie's mind, she kind of like closes her eyes, cracks her fingers, and pulls out a stool to grab all three bits of knowledge.
You find another small-time drug dealer and someone who has been... You don't know his name, but you know that you can usually find him down on the docks in the dead of night, waiting for shipments to come in.
Okay.
And again, we're 50 minutes over time, so
yep.
we're gonna move forward with this. McLean takes your information, lets you out. You walk out of the police station, and as you walk down the long steps, you see there is somebody wearing a long tan coat, smoking a cigarette in a holder, with the blue rinse in her hair, smiling at you as she leans against the car. Gotten yourself in a little bit of trouble already, eh?
Taken care of. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Talking. Again, don't know who you are and you've already been lifted by the police. I knew I had a good
I'm
feeling.
walking out, aren't I?
I knew I had a good feeling about you. Cash. She throws you a wallet. There's £500 in it.
A free meal and a tip.
I am very good
Oh.
at this.
She pulls out the jeweler's loop just to look at the cash.
You know what, kid? I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
And the end of a great arse. Shall we?
And the camera pulls back as Effie, your memories flash by. You got a call from McLean the day after, thanking you for the information and telling you off the record that you had that information had led immediately to a huge blow being dealt against a major drug supplier into the city. You move on. You meet Gladys. You get your job at the records hall. You start exploring your abilities. You realize that you know a guy. You always know a guy. You meet people. You realize that suddenly you can start leveraging this because you still need to know who you are. You get some leads, some little things. You never see the janitor dressed man again. No matter how many times you look for him, see if you can find any of his description, he never turns up again. You set up shop. You have your office.
Mm-hmm.
People know you. You spread your reputation. You meet people. You meet Jerry. You meet Clark. You meet many, many people. And eventually that one fateful day where Marco comes to your door. And we know the story from there. And that is where we will end our session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this episode of City of Mist Waking. Sorry that we've gone over time. I thought I didn't realize quite how much I had prepped in notes. And I'd forgotten about Vari's ability to vamp. So yeah, we're going to head over to Patreon for probably a slightly abridged version of our after show for Geeking Out with the Credits. Just a sketch. But yeah, if you are wanting to follow us here, you can follow us here on Twitch. All of our previous episodes are up on YouTube. That's youtube.com/thebrothersHoney. You can follow me on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. You can follow my games company, All Alliance Games, at all_games on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram now. Vari?
The only thing that I have to plug is V makes stuff on Instagram for all your crochet needs, be it bouquets, emotional support pickles, or like
excellent fish hats, which you absolutely cannot see from this distance. Damn it! I will wear that on stream one day. But yeah, thanks everybody. Hope you all have a good night, and bye-bye.
Bye.